everyone, it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. I have a few things to share with you tonight. The first thing I want to share, because I'm going to kick her out of the room in just a minute. This is my new grand dog. She is a golden doodle. Her name is Millie. She's 5 months old, and she's almost as big as my full-grown black labs, but she's a sweet girl. She's Silly Millie. Silly Millie. She hops around here. She has so much energy. She can't sit still, but I wanted to share Miss Millie. She's not used to me holding her. She's usually just jumping on me. Huh, Missy Prissy? Huh? But she's adapted well to the family with the rest of the dogs. And I do have her groomed. My son likes her hair long, so we have to brush her every night. All right, let me go let her out of the room. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, I have so much stuff I want to share with you. Those of you, I'm sure, hopefully have watched, I had a yarn haul today from Ice and Hobby, and I'm just showing off a few of, that's like one of everything that I got that's on the top of that shelf. I just love looking at it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. But yes, this week's been, I did a lot of purchasing yarn, and I'll slow down. But I have a couple projects that I'm doing with Pamela with Adoring Crochet. I mentioned that a couple videos ago, but of course it's not in front of me. Let me go grab it. Hang on one sec. I showed everybody the first part. This is from the UK, Amanda's Blooms, little box of crochet, picnic by the river, and it's a blanket, and we get a new pattern every week to add to the blanket. I showed, let me do it again. Show you what the blanket looks like. You would think I'd have my act together, but no, I don't. Oh, okay. I got a kit together I'm sending Pamela, so I guess she doesn't have a colored printer, but this is what it's going to look like. And I guess there's a square every week, and there's a story with everything, and I need to read it. I think we got our boxes a little backwards. So I haven't started it because I want to start it with Pamela, and I think she got one of her boxes, and maybe she got both of her boxes. No, she got one, and I'm not sure which one she got yet, but we'll figure that out. But like this is the first week, and of course I didn't have the kit yet when I got this, and I emailed them, and then I finally got it, and then today I got week 2 pattern. So I'm always behind. But I mean, a lot of us didn't have it, so even though they started it, but that's fine. There's no, I don't think we're gonna win anything. It's just of course we'll share what we finished. But let me get to the box. I showed the first box I got. Well, here's that. I got everything in its basket. I bought this basket for it, but this is the yarn I got the first time, and I showed you all the other night this. So, and I still haven't had time to read it, but then I realized I was talking about, you know how they show a lot of these companies, they have these pretty boxes they show that you get your yarn in, and then it ends up coming in a regular box. Well, I was wrong, but I wasn't sure, and I mentioned that in the video, the last video, and they sent me another box today, so it's just a little confusing. I'll figure it out, but this is the pretty box, and of course I just showed you that. And this will be the first time I haven't, well, I opened it, but I haven't officially opened it. I don't know what's underneath the layers of paper. So I'm gonna open this. I wish I had another table. One of these days I'm gonna figure it out. So as my channel grows. All right, here we go. I don't think Pamela has seen this either. So let's look real close. Little box of crochet, and it's wrapped so pretty. And I don't want to rip it, but I'm probably going to. I already did with my nails. Oh well. Oh well. It's unavoidable with tissue paper. Okay, and it has a little note inside. Look. The note says, "Hello, this is a little reminder that you have a second, smaller but lovely parcel to come. As you know, I just can't stop stuffing the boxes full of treats, and as a result, Royal Mail buckled under the weight of the gorgeousness and insisted we separate something out. Otherwise, the international section would just sink. It just means you get 2 surprises to open rather than 1. Don't tell the UK folks, will you? They only got 1 parcel to open. Enjoy, darlings. Amanda. XXX. So, all right. In the other basket, like a dummy, I didn't show you all the yarns like individually. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways. Okay, the yarn that they're sending, they're 100 grams, and it's Stylecraft, a Spectrum yarn brand. And this is Mushroom. And it is, maybe I did show you guys. It's a DK weight. It doesn't say. Double knit. It is approximately, oh gosh. They could make it a little smaller so I can't read it. It's 322 yards. So each skein is 322 yards. I gotta remember that because that is so tiny. And it is DK. It's anti-pilling too. That's awesome. And I know you can wash it. I apologize. A G hook, US 6. That ain't right. I'm not seeing that. It's requesting a G hook, and I can't see the knitting needles. But anyways, that's a very pretty color. All right, I'm gonna put it in its basket I bought. The next, well, no, because I want to show you guys. I have so much stuff going on. I've got new phones and new phone boxes. Let's try this because I don't want to mix it up. All right, I got a basket for it. All right, the next is magenta. I love that color. And the specs are the same. It's a Stylecraft yarn. The next color is mocha. And it's really soft yarn. It's really nice yarn. It better be for what I paid to have it shipped over here. Vintage peach. And then we have Kelly green. And that's soft also. All of it seems to be pretty soft. This is Dandelion. I've worked with this last night with the other. I've got the beach, Summer on the Beach blanket from them. I bought an extra blanket I'm working on, and it's working up pretty good. It's a light yarn, so, but nice and soft. Next color, Cloud Blue. Very pretty. Also, I want to apologize, my yarn haul video, I had the narrow screen and it was hard to hear me. I had the volume down. I've got some new equipment and I'm working out some of the bugs, and hopefully this one will be better. I'm almost tempted to redo the haul. Raspberry. But the most important thing is you saw the yarn, and the beautiful yarn. And this is Bell Blue. I like that blue. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. And I really like this. I'm using an iPad. I don't know, it's the fancy one. It's the iPad Pro. Pamela recommended it, and I really like it. I was struggling to download videos, and so far, if you notice, I've had more videos because I've been able to download them. So, but anyways, this is beautiful yarn, and I've got two more colors. Green. I don't know what that is. It's like, it's a pin with, it's like a, wait, oh, there, felt pin. I don't know what that is. But anyways, the color of this is Meadow. Don't want to lose that pin. And then it's got like a little milk jug. I'm not sure. Maybe it's to put flowers in. Because while she did this pattern, I think she was in a meadow. It was beautiful, the pictures I've seen so far. So, my luck, if I put it down, I'll break it. Let me put it down here. And then, my arm's tired. Ooh. I got, actually, it's, I don't know. Let's take it out of the package because it's got crochet hook conversions. That will come in handy for me because I use clovers, and well, in clovers use the number, and then like I got some of the new, I can never remember the name, the expensive hooks. I know the name. Furl. The furl hooks use the letters, and it's a sticker. It's not even embedded in the, so, and I never know, what is an M? The other night I had an M, and it's a size 13. So, yeah. That'll come in handy. I just need to put it where I can find it. Oh, there's a cup. Oh, let me open it. So maybe I could put one in each. I have two carts. Well, I'm going to get these nails done tomorrow. Both me and my husband are going to get pedicures together. You know, I never thought I'd get him to go get a pedicure. It's so funny. I told him, I said, just do it once. And I said, and you'll go back, I promise you. Because he was having some issues with a grown-in toenail. It's just kind of gross to talk about feet, right? But anyways, they fixed his problem. That he loves them. Yeah, there's several of them. They're different cards. I don't know. Crochet terms. Maybe it's to put in the baskets with all that. I'm gonna put one in the basket of that project because I may need it. I'm sure there's a reason that's in here. But anyways, that's kind of cool. And it's got sheep on it, and sweaters, and even a ram. and little balls on the bottom. It's weird, is the camera eye is like on this over here to the left somewhere. I'm thinking it's over here and I keep reaching to the wrong side. All right. And then, oh goodness, I got hooks. Wow. Yarn and color hooks. Look. This is a hook week. I was showing off all my hooks last night. Past couple nights. Now I got something to add to my collection. I'm thinking about crocheting some type of, I don't know, like something with pockets that maybe the hook can hang in, so you can see the hook. I want to hang them up. I want to like put them on the wall, like they're a collection, just like the yarn. But this is beautiful. It's got a little stitch marker on the end. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I've never seen anything like that. And do you think they have the size on the hook? Nope. But hopefully they have it on the box, right? Nope. Oh my goodness. It's probably a 4 or 5. Or maybe it's just I'm not reading something. I don't see the size. It says details. Smooth aluminum, silver colored finish. Elastomer grip, which is a soft, durable, and recyclable, hand-friendly grip. Okay. With our unique charm, you can customize your hook the way you want, including your first interchangeable charm in a silver-colored finish. It's a 4mm. I was right the first time. It's a 4. And it says it. Oh my goodness. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Children. They leave home, but they're still around, and I love it. Oh, where was I? I was opening that box, and oh, the hooks. Okay, the first hook that I opened is a 4mm. Is that thing shaking? Sorry about that. It's a 4mm hook. I'm gonna use a hook to get a hook out of the box. Yeah, okay. I think I already did this. This is the 4mm hook. And apparently it's an inline. Beautiful. And then the next hook is now I was able to grab it a minute ago. Get it ready to pull it out. Here we go. This is a 4.5. So I think it's kind of cool. You can put a stitch marker on it. Maybe put like I think I have stitch markers that I got from Loopy's Crochet that have the numbers. They may. It's really tiny, so I don't know. I'm not sure, but it has a lobster claw. But it's very, very tiny. Anyways, that is very nice. And then there's an envelope. And I'm gonna have to tear the little ram. Isn't that cute? It's got a sweater on. Yeah, I didn't tear it, but oh, there's stitch markers. How cute! Look, wait. Oh, come on. Can you see that? It's a little ram. It's adorable. Sorry you guys can't see that really clear. All right, the closer I get to the camera, it's like my pink shirt starts to reflect. You see that? It's weird. How about if I do this? Anyhow, not just one, but two. This one, I guess it's their mascots. This is a little sheep with a green sweater on. Isn't that cute? I hope you guys can see what I'm seeing. I think it's adorable. How cute. Okay, we'll put them back in here so I don't lose them. Put everything back. Well, I've got a basket here. And I don't know when I'm going to find the time, but I want to line that basket because everything keeps snagging on it. But yep, that is the project that me and Pamela are going to be doing together. I'm hoping we'll start it this week. I'm not sure. I'm not going to start mine until she starts hers, so we can kind of do it together. But also, I'm going to wing this. Pamela tagged me in 10 yarny questions about me, non-yarny questions about me, and I wrote them down, and I can't find the piece of paper that I wrote the questions, but let's see. I don't know. First thing I'll start out. I'm not sure if this is what it's supposed to be about, but okay. I was born in 1963 in South Florida, Hialeah, Florida. I'm the daughter of a greyhound man. My father raced greyhounds. He had his own kennel. He traveled the circuit with his kennel, and then he also had a kennel here that he had, help that took care of the dogs that weren't currently racing, because you get a booking in Florida. There's bookings like in Hollywood, Biscayne, Flagler, all over Minnesota. I mean, all over the United States. Actually, it wasn't just Florida, but and you travel with your dogs and you race them, and they're taken very good care of. There are a few bad apples in any industry that could ruin it for all of us, but I couldn't imagine anybody abusing animals, and they don't stay in a crate all day. They train. A dog can't race if he's not training. So, and they love to run. But anyways, and then in '77, my parents decided to sell the kennel, and they bought a farm out here in north central Florida. And so I grew up on a farm. We moved, I don't know, I was probably 8 or 9. We moved to the farm. I got a horse, lived out in the country. We had 20 acres initially, and I got to bottle feed puppies. We went from racing to raising. And we retired all my dad's dogs, and we had the old, like the kennel with the old dogs, and a lot of them were stud dogs. And I know today a lot of people, frown upon breeding animals and stuff, and I understand that, but back in the day, it was a living. My dad bred his champion dogs. My dad had a grand champion dog that won the Irish American, Pat Print, which made him, made my dad's lifestyle a success in the greyhound industry, and not everybody has a grand champion dog or an all-American. And we retired the dog. He was a stud dog. It's just like horses, they retire them after their racing careers are only like 3 or 4 years, and then they live the rest of their life, you know, on a farm. We have runs, they run in, we sprint all the retired dogs. That was back in the day. The farm's closed today. But yeah, most of my childhood, you know, when I go to school, before I go to school, I go out there and I'd feed puppies, bottle feed puppies, because greyhounds have large litters and sometimes they can't feed them all, not sufficiently. And so my dad always had us bottle feed the babies that, you know, if there was 12 or more in a litter, or 10 or more in a litter. So I think we've had, the biggest litter was 16 in a litter. And yeah, and but then I ventured out. I moved down to South Florida and I trained greyhounds for a little while because that was the only thing I did. And got married and I moved back. After I had kids, I didn't want to raise kids in South Florida, so I moved back to North Central Florida, and I got in the medical field and I worked for an oncologist. See, I don't know if I'm doing this right. You know, it's like 10 non-yarny things, so I'm not sure. But I worked in the medical field and I did that for 28 years. I ran a lab, patient care. I worked for an oncologist. We treated cancer patients, and it takes a special doctor to do that, and he was a wonderful physician, and he was like a father to me. But anyways, let's see what else I like to do. I love that. I love that career, and now I'm in the door industry. I thought I was retiring. Wrong. But I love, for pastime, I love to go fishing. I go fishing with my dad and my mom quite a bit. We have been in tournaments together. We do fundraisers. Well, different, like high schools and stuff do different organizations. They do fundraisers for kids with cancer or, you know, all kinds of disorders. Sometimes, just recently, one of my employees found out that they had to have in vitro, and they had a fundraiser. They had a fishing tournament, and he raised $25,000 so that they could do the in vitro. And it's an amazing community out there in Steinhatchee. What else about me? I'm an animal lover. Of course, I got that from my dad with the greyhounds, but I raise labs. I rescue labs. I have had a couple litters a while back, but everybody's fixed. I'm tired of picking up puppy poop. What else? I don't have a lot of hobbies other than fishing. I love to snorkel out in the ocean. It's just beautiful out there. We scallop, we snorkel for scallops, and it's just beautiful. It's been a great experience, you know, boating. Let's see. I don't know if I have 10 answers. I'm not good at any other craft. I mean, my whole family's like floorboarded from me starting to crochet. It's just totally out of my character, you know. I love horses. I did some horseback riding. I never showed any horses, but I love to ride my horse. He was a quarter horse. His name was Rowdy. And I had a little Shetland pony. Her name was Maggie. They were kind of a pair on the farm. She didn't like to be ridden. She liked to buck us off, but we had fun breaking her as kids. I live a pretty simple life. Things that this is kind of funny, when I was dating my husband, just before we were married, I was a single mom, and I lived across the street from my parents, and he came over one night, and I was under my van. I had a mommy van and a Ford, was it an Aerostar? I can't remember what it was called. But anyways, my brakes went out, and I lived on a very tight budget, and I was under my car changing my brake shoes, and he pulled up, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Changing my brakes." He's like, "You're what?" He goes, "I don't even know how to do that." So, I mean, there are things that I can do that, a lot of women can't do. Maybe more so today, but yeah, I grew up on a farm. My dad wouldn't let me get my license until I could show him I knew how to change the oil. I knew how to rotate tires and drive. I got a lot of practice on the farm. We used to have a panel wagon, those old big fat vans, and I'd have girlfriends spend the night, and we'd ride around the farm in the truck, and it had like a gear shift on the column, and it had a clutch, but sometimes we'd sneak out the gate and go down the road. But yeah, we had a lot of fun in the old panel wagon. It was kind of cool. It didn't have back doors. The doors were missing on the very back of it, and it only had 2 seats, and 3 or 4 of us would pile up in the front seat. We had so much fun. Well, let's see. I mean, I can fish. I can cast a rod. I can back a trailer up. A lot of people can't do. A lot of men can't do that. But yeah, I can back a trailer up, from backing up dog trailers and horse trailers. I love the outdoors. Just trying to think of. It sounds like I live a very boring life, but I don't. I love spending time with my grandkids. They're precious. I think my kids would like me to spend more time with them. Oh, they're a handful, but I love them to death. And I did a lot of volunteering, a lot of activity when my children were in school. I was the football booster president. I did a lot of volunteering, my time. Went to all the games, ran all the concession stands. My whole world was my kids. I really miss football games, soccer games. That was my social, my social hours. Talking to parents and other kids. We did travel ball. I would donate money and sponsor kids, less fortunate kids, as I could afford it. Later on in life, I was able to afford it, especially with my youngest child. Me and my husband were more established, and I always sponsored a kid so that they could be on the team and travel, because it gets expensive. Hotels and yeah. I got in trouble one time. I was so frustrated because somebody was like, I had a couple kids with me, and they were driving like 30 miles an hour, and it was 55 miles an hour, and I was so aggravated, and it was late, and I passed them, and a parent reported me, and I got in trouble. Well, they talked to me. They told me I needed to be a little more mindful when I had other people's children in my vehicle, but they're right. I think that's the worst trouble I got in. There's some parents that have been kicked off the field because of their mouth. Some parents have terrible mouths, and they talk to coaches like they're nothing. And these coaches, they devote their life. They don't get paid to be out there after hours to these children. you know, and they're not babysitters. And a lot of people think they are. But that's a whole nother subject. But I know I'm forgetting to tell you guys something. Oh, Pamela. This is harder than I thought. I had it all written down and I can't find the piece of paper. Let's see. That's really about it. Non-yarning. I just like to fish. I like to go out on the boat. I like to spend time. The best time is spending time with my mom and dad and my kids out on the water, and we come back in and we all sit around and clean the scallops and just, I don't know. And my best friend, she always goes with me every year, Allie. Allie, I don't think she watches YouTube. She's a very busy person. She's a practitioner. That's about it. I have a son that just opened to practice. I'm very proud of him, my oldest son. He's been open for a couple months now. And him and my daughter-in-law, they have 2 children. My 2 my biological grandkids. I have a daughter that's a nurse, and she has 2 stepkids, and I love them to pieces. I love spending time with them. I don't get to see them that often because they have other family. But that's not about me. That's about it about me. Very simple. And I'm so glad I found crochet. I used to smoke. That was my pastime. I smoked. And it's terrible. You never realize how much cigarettes control you. Like, when I smoked, I couldn't smoke, like, at the school. I would have to go out in the parking lot and hide and smoke, and get busted. I felt like I was in high school myself. But I've quit smoking, and I just never realized how much it controlled me. I don't have to worry about going outside or, people looking at me like, people look down at you like you're dirty, and it's just, it is a bad habit, and it causes some major health issues. And I was just a young teenager, and when I started, and it's an addiction, and I can't believe I quit. I just put them down, cold turkey. So, and I chew gum, and I took up crocheting, and here I am, and I love it. I love to shop. That's non-yarning, right? I love to shop with my daughter. We go, well, her husband was a firefighter, and now he's a builder. He's doing building, so he's home more often. But when he was a firefighter, she would come like every other weekend because he'd be gone, and we would go shopping like on Friday night and spend the night together and go out to dinner, go get our toes done. My daughter's like my best friend. She is my best friend. We're extremely close. It wasn't always like that. She was the teenager from hell. I hate saying that, but it was true. Oh, the child, she was going to be the death of me. She wasn't in trouble with the law, but she was in trouble with boys. Oh, but anyways, and I was the mean mother, and I always told her, if you don't like me, that means I'm doing my job. But now she regrets. She really loves me, and she loves who I am now that she's older, and she says, I wish I wasn't such a butthead when I was a teenager, Mom. You're the best mom. And I never realized it then, but I realize it now, that I'm very lucky to have you as a mom, because a lot of my friends don't have mothers, or their mothers aren't very nice. There's drama. But anyways, and a lot of her girlfriends wish they had a mom like me, and that makes me feel good, But I was tough on them when they were young. You just, in today's world, it's scary. I don't know if I was a young adult today if I would have kids, because the future scares me. I'm really scared with what's going on in the world. but I don't want to talk about that. This is a happy channel, but yeah, I'm extremely close with my children. I love to barbecue with my kids. I think of, yeah, me and Tiffany, we love to shop. We're really bad. We actually have a nickname. The boys, my sons, have called it Tansy Time. Tiffany and Nancy. They call it Tansy. Are you guys having Tansy time? That means we're out shopping, having a blast. And she goes yarn shopping with me. She's not crazy about yarn. She keeps me in check. And when it's time to go, she lets me know. She doesn't sit out in the car. She would like to. I won't let her. Because there's other departments other than yarn. Well, she loves Hobby Lobby. But I think Joann's, she's not crazy about Joann's. I don't know. You know why? Because my Joann's has more yarn than the Michaels, so I spend more time in there. I know that's why. Oh, but I didn't count all this. I don't know what's non-yarny about this, but I think we're going to end this here because it's 23 minutes. And I want this to download tonight. So I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a wonderful weekend. And maybe I'll surprise you and pop on again. I don't know. But anyways, I love you guys. I really do. I enjoy doing this. And I hope you enjoy my channel. Good night, y'all.